I hope that you are having a wonderful day. God and Goddess, thank you so much for this beautiful day that you have allowed us to exist in, this beautiful earth. Thank you so much for all the blessings that you have given us. Thank you so much for the opportunity last night to feed the community and show them a delicious vegan food. Please help the word spread, the good word of veganism spread, so that we can turn this world into a paradise once more. Amen. So today is Shabbat Shalom, but I wanted to read the prayer for today. Today being Yod Hey Vav Hey Day. Our God and Goddess, immanent and transcendent, send to all your angel of peace. To your spiritual kingdom, send the angel of eternal life. Today being the Sabbath, a great day for focusing on spiritual teachings and family and resting. It is a great day to just try to find peace within yourself and also the unity that we have with all of creation, the all. So I hope that you will take some time today to dive into some scriptures and focus on the more spiritual aspect. It can definitely be hard living in this world with all of the physicality and the 9 to 5 and all the things that we're constantly having to do to really focus on the spiritual thought aspect or part of it. And it's really important that we do so. So that being said, you might hear this noisy situation behind me. Oh, look at how beautiful Mount Shasta is. There is the weed. Sorry, I'm all catty corner here. I'm on a mountain or a hill. Anyways, so that's the noise behind me. Last night was the full moon celebration up at Old Skeeple, and it was so good. I'm really grateful for all of the people that came out and not just were there, but people that helped. Dave Kaiser, who's been on here a few times, came up to help as well, and we got to play some music. Some other people from the Shasta vegan community were there, and Doug was there, and he helped. He brought these little egg shakers and was teaching the kids how to use it, and it was really beautiful community connecting time. So I'm really grateful for that. I'm really grateful for all the people that came and showed up. Obviously, the mountain has its own little world over here, and it's really awesome to see the people that end up coming up. Naturally, people just drive up to the top of the mountain, and then they find me there with a buffet of vegan food and a giant fire, and it's really nice. At midnight, we had some prayer. I did the Shalom mantra with the crowd. There's definitely I was expecting like over 100 people, and I think at one point there's probably definitely like 50 some. Thankfully the crowd was a little bit dispersed, as I said, that there was a gathering that was lower, and it was really cool because someone came up the mountain a little bit later into the night and was saying that the vibe at my circle was like really high, and the vibe at the down the hill was really low. So that was really cool to just hear people saying the difference, that they can feel the difference between the different circles. And really cool because multiple people basically said that they could be vegan, and everyone loved the food. And it was just really cool to have people just so surprised that they can have burgers and cheeses and like a raw taco bar, all this really delicious free vegan food. So it's really a blessing and honor to be able to go and have kind of ministry to share with everyone. Thankfully, there wasn't any drama to report on. Everything was very calm and went according to plan. It was just a really nice gathering, and I'm grateful. Like I said, the gathering at the bottom, someone had come up even earlier and basically mentioned that the cops were already there, that maybe there had been a fight or something, or whatever. But they also are like, oh, well, the real drummers are going to go down there. And I was like, the way that they kind of say it is almost like an insult, but I'm grateful that the people that consider themselves real drummers down to the bottom, and so that they can all night just go at it. You guys can just mindlessly drum and do your thing. And then at midnight, when we want to say prayer and have some actual spiritual time, we don't have to fight those people that aren't there for the purpose, right? They're there for the party, not the purpose. We're there for the purpose. It was really, really nice to have multiple people from the Shasta vegan community share and spread veganism in their own words. So it was really, really nice experience. And I'm glad that I had enough food to feed everybody. And yeah, it was really good. So I'm hoping that other people that were there also, I know that they had a good time. Some people already reached out. But others, if you were there and you had a good time, I would love to hear about it. I had some new raw vegan dishes on the table, which was a cauliflower-based Spanish rice, which people really loved, and a cashew-based cheese that didn't have nutritional yeast for the people that are raw, like my friend Larry. He doesn't eat nutritional yeast. So yeah, it's really great to be able to experiment with all these things and provide people free, delicious food and have the message to go with it, right? There's multiple people teaching about veganism and talking about how, compassion is the way to a better world and how it's related to, the peace that starts with our plate. So I am so, so glad to hear that. David D, how's it going? David says, how did your event go? Hear anything about how the other Rainbow Family event lower down the mountain went? Like I was saying, yeah, I did hear only a little bit of it, and I'm sure that there will be more in the days to come to see how their event went. But like I said, my event was really, really lovely. Vegan families and just, I don't know, just a more higher vibrational gathering. So I'm so, so grateful for that. You have proven over and over that you can get people to eat vegan food if it's free and delicious. Exactly. And so many people just think that vegan food is like beans and rice and like grass. For some reason, they think that we eat grass. Some people do consume lemongrass, but I don't eat grass. That being said, grass does have nutrition in it. And even in the Essene text, it talks about that specific thing, getting nutrients from the grass as well. So, yeah, it's really cool because not only do I have like the cooked vegan burgers and homemade buns, which this girl is just like talking about how good they were, but also like she was like, they were so cute, like, because I make these mini rolls, so they're little mini burgers and mini rolls, and I don't know, I just am really happy that someone appreciated the cuteness of the buns. Hey Kyle Smith, how's it going? I'd love to hear how all your vegan food turned out and the people who ate it. Yes, it's so nice to have like just positive feedback all the time. I do have audio recording of the night, and it's just really beautiful to hear like so many people over and over again saying how much they love the food. I never would have imagined that I would be a vegan chef, let alone have people tell me that I made the best food that they've ever had in their life. Like, this is all because I was kind of put in the position. When I first came to Mount Shasta and started hosting these events, the first ones that I went to were kind of just not organized at all. And I saw the need for organization, and even more so that people are up there all night and hungry. And I wanted to make sure that we could keep this space sacred and not have people coming and barbecuing on the fire and all that. So very early on, I started with like the Morningstar Meat Lovers burgers and store-bought buns and store-bought cheese, and very expensive and very, like, I wasn't proud to be serving this to people because I knew that it, the chemicals and the processing and all these other factors. So over time, yeah, I've become a vegan chef, make my own little burgers out of potatoes, carrots, garlic, onions, and leeks. They're phenomenal. So I definitely encourage you, like, literally everything that you already like can be made a vegan version. Not just vegan, there are raw vegan versions of pretty much everything. It's absolutely amazing what you can do when you use your mind, your creativity, the inspiration from the divine to use plants to create something so amazing. all of these junk foods, the processed meats and the cheese and all this stuff, people are addicted to the taste. So often it's just the matter of seasoning. Obviously, you have other factors such as the torture and the adrenochrome, right? That energy that comes from eating those low vibrational foods, the same thing as the power that be when they consume a human baby flesh. All that energy, the negative energy, the suffering, the pain, all of those emotions are going into that as well. Same thing when you're, especially McDonald's, all of these fast food restaurants that try to do things. I'm gonna get ran over by a lawnmower. That try to do things as cheaply as possible. Those animals are the most abused. Like, that energy you're consuming is not just harming, like, it's not just harming the animals, but that's really harming you. You're eating that depression, that anxiety, that fear, that low vibrational just trauma, and you become what you eat. You're taking on that energy. So it's really important that we consume really pure foods. Is if you can get food from people that grow it personally, that they love their food, they love their job, they're planting and sowing in happiness. Those are the people that you should be consuming from. Hello. Don't run me over. David says, how many people came out? That is a good question. Like I said earlier, I know that there was at least 50 people, but people come and go, so it's like just a constant move of traffic. At midnight, there was, I would say, over 30 people, but I'd have to go back and look at the... I could be wrong about that. I announced beforehand that we're going to be saying prayer and all of this at midnight, so that people that don't want to do that can leave. And that's just better for us all. We don't want to have to be fighting and arguing over people to stop drumming or be quiet or any of this stuff while we're trying to pray and like have people share their message, right? So for me personally, I actually prefer the smaller crowds all the time anyways. It's less serving, it's less stress, it's less like trying to do this, but I'll serve whoever comes up. Hey Jennifer, how's it going? I hope that you are doing well. David G says that raw vegan, oh hey squirrel, raw vegan replenishes our body. Sounds like kids are screaming on the rides over there. Mind and soul, they're all connected. Yes, they are indeed. I'm actually gonna get off here because this guy's looking like he wants to mow and there's a lot of commotion, but raw vegan definitely replenish the soul. The closest that we can get to the Edenic diet, where we're eating raw fruits and vegetables, we're eating the wild foods that grow, that's going to be the healthiest that we can be. Obviously the powers that be have tried to deplete the nutrients in the food, in the soil, trying to basically make it so that we can't live off of fruits and vegetables and have all sorts of pain and suffering. But thankfully we also know that nourishment doesn't just come from food alone. Even just sitting outside in the sun, that nourishes not just our physical body, but it helps our spiritual, our emotional body. It can really uplift us. So we really have to also change our mindset of what we've been taught of nutrition and how the human body is supposed to function and what we actually need on a daily basis. Look at people like Christ and others that have fasted for extended periods of time, proving that we don't need to eat bread. And especially the more connected that you are to the source, the power source, the mother, that is going to sustain you in so many different ways. And especially the love and the forgiveness and the care that they provide for us. So today being Sabbath, I hope that you will take some time to focus on some spiritual side, take some time to study some scriptures, spend some time in prayer and meditation, to really nourish your soul body, because we're doing so much in this world to constantly focus on the physical. It's really good to take some time to focus on the soul and connecting with God and Goddess, and also the divine all around us. So I thank you for joining me today, and I hope that you have a very wonderful day. May God and the God